We are live! Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Show Must Go On line. Today's guest is Emily Therese Boyd. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
So much better now that we're chatting.
I feel like in tradition of us speaking, I really should be doing this.
You come ready.
I do.
Oh, that was perfect. We have so much to talk about. I feel like we are going to just have a blast. Everyone watching at home, hello, shalom, happy Hanukkah. Happy Friday or Saturday, depending if
Saturday.
you're here or if you're in the future like yourself.
Yes, the future is here. We are on Saturday.
I love this. We're going to have so much future talk. We're going to talk about Twitter Rico and Showtreons and FLSA and friends. I already see Tracy and Judy saying, yay, I made it. And hello. So yes, if you're here, we are watching, we are commenting along. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Slimbo over here says hi.
Good old Slimbo.
Good old Slimbo. He already ate today, and he's trying to. He sometimes knocks some food over the bowl, and he's now, as you can see, trying to get every last bite because he is a bit of a monster, and I love him so much.
He's a gorgeous monster. That's what he is.
A gorgeous, gorgeous monster. So, speaking of gorgeous monsters,
what a transition.
Thank you. I'm known for my great transitions, that being clearly one of them. Tell me what you think. I got this this Hanukkah tie, but like, do we like it as just kind of like?
It's very festive. It is so festive.
I'm just chilling here with it. No, I thought I should show that to you. So, all right. I love that you're all just chatting with each other as well. This is perfect. Keep it up. I love it. I love it.
Keep going.
So let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. And tell us your origin story. What got you into theater and singing? And then eventually, what got you into the Hamilverse and Twitterico, which is how we met?
Okay. I feel like Lewis would be very proud of that Sound of Music quote. So I feel like I've always been a bit of a musical theatre fanatic. I think earliest memory of enjoying music was I was introduced to Grease on VCR when I was very young, and I became very obsessed with it. And I have clear memories of Mum putting on the CD and playing it out loud, and I don't know why, I ran to my room and put on a very specific dress, which was black and had this like orange bow, and I'd run downstairs and dance around for the 2 minutes that the song was on, and then I'd go back to my room and take it off. I don't know why. It's a weird thing that I did, but I feel like that was sort of a gateway into obviously me liking musical theatre. And then I fell in love with Chicago when I was younger, when I watched the film, and that became my all-time favorite musical for a while. And I didn't really start singing until I was 12, I think, at least 12. I was in year 6, and they were putting on a Christmas pageant, and I was part of like the school choir sort of thing. My parents didn't know that I sang. They were like, "No, she can't sing. She's whatever." But I sang a solo at our local church, and I remember my mom coming up to me crying, being like, "What? You can sing?" I was like, "Apparently I can," which is kind of funny. And then from there, I just got into musicals in high school. I did my first musical in 2009. It was I've Got Rhythm at a local boys' school. I was just in the ensemble, but I played the kazoo, which was very exciting. And then that was in Guys and Dolls a year later, and I did The Wiz a year later, which now kind of seems funny. A whole bunch of white kids playing characters they shouldn't be playing. Oh God. And then I did a major performance in 2012 at a local entertainment center to like 13,000 people. I was involved, and I did like a solo, which was pretty crazy. And yeah, I've been seeing musicals for ages. I got involved in a whole bunch of reviews, which are like sort of skits on stage and musical performances on stage based upon different departments at our university. And I was part of the commerce review, even though I didn't do commerce and I had no idea about money, but I was involved in it anyway, which was everyone in the cast didn't do commerce, but that's okay. And yeah, I did a performance of Curtains. I did a performance of Chicago in 2017, which was very exciting. Got to dazz up in a very raunchy looking corset thing. And then I've sort of put it on pause since, because I did my master's, but I love musicals. Always have, always will. I've seen so many. I'm not going to list them all off, but I've seen so many musicals. Definitely not as much as you, from what you've told me. Definitely nowhere near as many as you. But yeah, that's my origin story, I suppose.
I love that so much. Tracy and Wicca saying, Emily, these are all amazing. I agree. Those are fantastic. I also did Guys and Dolls in high school.
Yes. I was part of like the little marching band of the, I think it was the Salvation Army marching band. I was like one in the background. Couldn't see me in
Perfect.
Yeah. Very back.
It's so funny. I don't remember the show super well, but I do remember that we went as a company to Broadway because Guys and Dolls, they were doing a revival, and we got to meet Lauren Graham after. It was so cool.
What?
I know.
That's the benefits of living in New York. Yeah, you can just go down to Broadway, happen to meet the cast, you know.
It's bonkers. My fellow coffee lover. I'm halfway through my little cappuccino I made. I've been obsessed with this new espresso maker I got, and so I'm going to just talk about it all the time. And it appears, I'm going to do this. Let's see. That's good. I'm going to move things because Slimbo inevitably is going to want to come back in, and I'm going to go let him out. You can see my Hanukkah pants here.
What a display. They're so loud. Oh my gosh, I love them.
Me? Loud? Never.
No.
Yeah, it is so fun. And actually, you were the reason that I even looked to see how many musicals I saw last time, because we were chatting. Yes. And I was like, you know, when you have that feeling where you're like, I think I've seen this amount or whatever the subject is, but then you're like, no, that's absurd. That would be ridiculous. So I'm like, I feel like I saw about 100 shows last year. I'm like, that's who do you think you are? And then as I'm like going through and I'm like counting how many times I saw Hamilton and FLS and Be More Chill and Beetlejuice, I'm like, yeah, no, I did see about 100 shows. What?
That's insane. That's more than I've seen in my lifetime. Like in a year, you've seen more than I've seen in my lifetime. Probably fair, 3 times as much.
I think I'd seen about 30 or 35 before last year. So, so there was really like 100% increase almost.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least you've seen so many on Broadway. I've only seen one on Broadway, and that was actually Chicago back in 2008, which I realized this year I'm like punching myself in the stomach for, because it was the same year that In the Heights was on Broadway. And obviously at the time I didn't know about it, and as a family all decided on going and seeing Chicago, but there's pictures that we've taken of Times Square, and in the corner is In the Heights in like a gigantic poster. I never got to see it. Sorry. I was just completely unaware. It was, you know, on the outskirts of my awareness at the time. So, you know, older me is like, damn you.
I know. To be fair, I also didn't see In the Heights on Broadway. I've seen it because, you know, they the Lincoln Center like archives, they have some, and since I'm a reporter, I could be like, hey, you know that In the Heights film coming out? I'd love to do some research and watch it. So my friend and I did that. It was awesome.
You lucky duck. Oh God, I'm jealous.
What can I say? So this is a great transition into how we met with Twitterico and our love for all things Hamilton.
I wish I have all my Hamilton posters are over there if you can see. They're sort of just like the collage of like T. Rico Hamilton stolen posters from my work. Don't tell anyone that I stole them.
No, there's no record of it. This is only a live YouTube series that's going to remain on forever.
Yeah. God, sorry, work. Sorry.
You know what? They're going to a good cause.
They are. They're being loved more here than they are at the work on the wall. That's for sure.
That's very true. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, I've got my claim to fame is this Etsy water bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I feel like your house is just filled with adorable like pockets of just you open a drawer and be like, well, this is from Hamilton, or this is from this, and this is from this. It's just full of memorabilia.
You know me too well.
Too well.
Oh, look.
And I've known you for what? We just happen to have this here at the same time?
What a coincidence.
Shout out to FLS.
FLS Academy. FLS Academy.
Preem.
Preem. So I hope that that everyone at home is enjoying our spontaneity. And this is the best type of interview, I feel like, which is like you're just getting a little inside view into our friendship and how we chat.
It's just constant banter about each other's lives and musicals and FLS and how bad and good we are at rhyming or not.
Or not.
Or not.
So Judy's asking, what is Twitterico? And I feel like it would be really
Good
fun
question.
if we did a little, almost like an FLS, like trading fours or whatever. You don't have to worry if you do like 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or whatever, but like we could just freestyle about what Twitterico and what the FLSA Academy are. How would you feel about that? I'm putting you on the spot.
Put me on the spot, why don't you? I saved this for Sunday recesses, but I can do it on a Saturday. That's okay.
Yes. Why don't you take it away, and then I'll jump in when you're ready for it.
Oh God. I will try and do it without a beat. Okay. Oh God, this is hard. All right. So, Twitterico is the love of Lynn, who did In the Heights and Hamilton on Broadway, and we all love him and appreciate. We love each other, and that's the best I rate.
Irate, yeah, you better believe that whether you're an FLS Academy or Twitterico, it's all about the love. It's the love of one another, all above. It's kind of cool that you can freestyle. It doesn't really matter if you're doing it in style, but it's so cool when we're all together. And I love to put my hearts together in a heart, like a feather of my heart. Yeah, my feather for you. That's how I feel every trading twos. Yeah, I've got my little FLS Academy scarf that's there. I can put it over my mouth, and that will help the stopping of the spread of COVID-19 so that we can be seen. I'm going more than 18 couples. Why don't you take it away, Emily E. Boyd? What do you got to say?
That was amazing. I'm gonna like literally stop it there because I think my rhyming would be nowhere near as good as what you did just then.
I appreciate that. You are phenomenal.
I'm thinking at the top of my head. That's all that matters. That's all that it is. But I think we sort of summarized for you what Twitterico is. I feel like I'm not the best person to answer this because I'm such a newbie at it because I only joined. My origin story of Twitterico really only started. So I watched Hamilton in July. I had this thing, my friend Caitlin, if she's watching this, she will know that she started listening to Hamilton in 2015. She used to work at the cinema where I worked, and she'd be playing it in the office all the time. And I'd walk in and I'm like, turn that off. I'm not listening to the music until I watch the musical. Turn it off. And she's like, you're going to regret this. I was like, no, I'm not. I want to watch the musical first and then listen to the music. And come 5 years later, it still wasn't in Australia, and COVID happened. And then I heard that it was coming online. I was like, look, this is going to be my only opportunity until it comes out in Australia, which wasn't going to be technically coming out until March next year. And I was like, look, let's just watch it. So I watched it in July. And then everything changed. My life changed. And
the world would never be the same.
The world will never be the same. My world was turned upside down. I think the day after I listened to it, I think I started listening to the soundtrack, and I was like trying to learn as fast as I could. Washington on Your Side. I think that was the first song that I was like dying to learn in rap. And I'd like sent my brother videos of being like, look, I can rap at this. And he's like, you're so weird. I was like, no, I can rap. And then I actually don't know how I got onto Twitter. I had a Twitter account from like 2012, but I was off it for like 6 years. And then I went on, and then I followed Hamilton cast. And I think it was a case of going to all of Lynn's posts and seeing who was commenting the most. And I was like, this person looks interesting. This person looks interesting. And I just started following all of you, and was engulfed into this awesome hug of the Twitter Echo clan. And here I am 5-6 months later, and I love it to death. All of you watching from Twitter Echo, my family, I love you all so much. I won't shout out all of you because I will forget all your names, but I love you all.
Yes. I love that story so much. I love all of you. It feels like, when you're just blown away that you happen to find these random people on the internet from across the world who share these same joys and loves and passions and ideals, and like to other people being like, oh my God, I love Hamilton. I love all things Lin-Manuel Miranda. I love ordering from T. Rico. Like these things that you tell
blowing my budget on T. Rico every month, being like, I don't need this, but I will get it anyway.
I will, and I will be happy about it.
Always, they come and I'm like, oh my God, more stuff.
Yeah, more stuff. This is my newest order. Before we continue talking about it, which I'm sure we will for a while, I'm just going to ask, is this light, which I like to say the light from the netherworld, is that really distracting? Should I close it a bit?
I feel it's fine. I mean, it gives you a reason not to stand up to go and bring Slimbo in. But if it feels like it's bothering you, it's not bothering me. You look gorgeous. Still, the light's amazing. So
thank you, my friend. And if anyone thinks that there's like some weird lighting, or if it keeps refocusing, please comment along and let me know, because that would be the worst, to have you being distracted. I'm also hearing a bit of a reverb or an echo. Is anyone else hearing that?
On your part or my part?
I'm just hearing everything I'm saying twice.
Oh God, that's just you, I think.
Ooh, that's fun. I'm trying to see. Tracy, when you're saying no, is that no, you're not hearing the reverb? No, it's not bothering. Or no, you should not keep the door open.
All of the above.
The generic no to 5 questions is it's making the anxieties in my life. Cool.
No show.
Just no. Okay.
No.
Bye. This was so great. Thank you for coming on the series. And scene. Actually, this is a good opportunity to showcase this amazing T. Rico sweatshirt. It's yes, I'm hearing the echo. Oh, so it's not just me. Let me just see. Do you have the YouTube video up as well?
I did, and then I got it down because I was hearing twice of me, and I was like, "Ugh, it's gross. I don't want to hear myself twice."
So maybe no, the light's not bothering, not really hearing an echo. Cool. We're getting some good feedback. Let's see. I'm not hearing it anymore. So I think that's what it might have been, was that I should always make sure to tell the guests, hey, as much fun as it is to watch the YouTube video as it's happening live, maybe don't have the audio on.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But good effort. A for effort. Okay, perfect. Thank you for all that. This technical difficulties segment brought to you by
Brought to you by. Damn it, Slimbo.
Do you need a dog barking in your life? Do you want someone to snuggle with, but also be a monster and steal everything from where it is? Here's Slimbo.
Take him from my life.
Oh, I love him so much. Okay. Now, friends.
Oh my God, I just went on the YouTube channel. I can see everyone that's talking. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. It's perfect if you can like look at the comments, but turn the audio down so that we're not getting that reverb,
verb. I've done that. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. So, oh no, I'm hearing it again. Brought to you by T Rico. That would be great. Hey, T Rico,
don't throw them under the bus.
If you want to sponsor me, this would be a great opportunity.
We gotta get all of the T Rico happening in here.
Yeah. Here, should we come up? Should we improv a little T Rico? Yeah. Would you like to sponsor? Oh my God.
Is it a bit much?
No, just the right amount.
This is all of the T Rico.
This is do you need more T Rico in your life? Do you ever think, I want to be able to showcase how much I love Hamilton and Lin-Manuel Miranda and all things T Rico? Do you want nonstop references in your life? Then consider going to T Rico, the newest sponsor, I'd love, of bwaySHO.
Wouldn't that be the best? I feel like we've just like advertised half of their products.
We really, between all of us in Twitterico, I just got some stickers that I can't survive without cafe.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna decorate my my laptop. So look. Got a little Lynn Biden card, a little T Rico. Thank you. Actually, fun fact, it was so cool visiting the Miranda Museum in Puerto Rico. It was so fun. We got to do a little tour, and then we got some cool swag from the gift shop, which is really just like a T Rico in person, which I love. And you've already got the content for the ad. Thank you, Judy. Yeah. Tracy saying, Luis Crespo, then here's your chance. Yes. Have you ever wanted to sponsor someone who loves your products so, so much and is also a theater reporter? Anyway, enough about that, but really that would be phenomenal.
I have so, like, I remember, I think it was the beginning or middle of this year, I was like dreaming to just go away. I intend to move next year, but that's also not happening yet. But I so badly wanted to go to Puerto Rico. And whenever they were putting up like advertisements for like the museum or just the beaches, I was like, why am I here? I need to go there. I need to see Puerto Rico. And I started learning Spanish, and I was like, whoa, I'm going off on a tangent.
No, it's so true. I was lucky enough to see Hamilton in Puerto Rico with Lynn on his birthday. Then he retweeted me. Whatever. It's a thing. It was pretty awesome.
There's so many good stories I've been hearing recently from the Twitterica clan of just, you know, things that have happened in the past, whether it's been, you know, noticed or like a certain tweet being retweeted or just stuff happening. And it's just, I love the fact that they're sharing them and the fact that it's such good memories, and it's brought all of us together, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy. It'll happen for me one day, but it makes me happy nonetheless to hear everyone else's stories. So
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen someday.
Yeah, it is really nice. And to further what Twitterico is, it's also just like this support family of when something good happens to you or something maybe not so good happens, that we're here for you for the good and the bad. And that familia is really all encompassing, and that your chosen family is there to support you through the good and the bad. And if Lynn or Hamilton retweets you, that it's like, woo, woo, woo. And Slim is attempting, he was trying to eat the dreidels right around the menorah. So that's Slim. Menorah.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Slimbo.
Hey, you shouldn't do that. That's a Jewish reference. If you can. Hey.
Oh, cute.
My friend Rachel got me these little dreidels. I wish you could see. I just spun the dreidel. It's so fun.
I can hear it. I can.
Okay. Expert dreidel spinner.
You can hear that. Yeah, just fell to the floor. And gone.
Oh my gosh. I feel Slim. Do you see this? Caught in the act. So hold on, let me get out of his way. Slim, are you trying to steal something? He takes blankets and or my slippers and looks at me and makes direct eye contact and then runs out the door.
Mine now.
Slimbo.
What a cutie.
I love him so much. This is, I'm sorry for anyone who's watching. I'm not sorry, but if you thought that this would be a little more structured, Slim is just being an absolute monster right now. Slimbo, what you doing, bud? Come on. Come here. Come say hi to the good folks on YouTube.
No interest whatsoever. He's like, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah. Ooh, Judy's asking if this is my new chair. Thank you. Look at this. It's a bat chair.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Slim loves the bat chair. It's so comfortable and fancy. And John put it together yesterday. Thank you, John.
Shout out to John.
Shout out to John, who has seen Hamilton 48 times.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
I'll be seeing it twice. I'll be seeing it twice next year when it comes to Australia, March 17th. Everyone, Lyric Theatre, Sydney, get your tickets if you can, because they're quite sold out in some places.
Do you have your ticket yet?
I do. Funny story, when the tickets were coming out for pre-sale, I was at my parents' house at the time, and I was like, I need to buy tickets. I'm going to buy tickets for the opening night. I don't care how expensive it is. I'm buying tickets for the opening night. I woke up that morning and my dad had people coming over to fix the roof or something. And I walked out and he was like, so there's no internet and there's no power. I was like,
no.
Sorry, what? And I had woken up like an hour early to ensure that I would get online, make sure I've got like 2 computers, ensure that I'm on that website. So I like bolted down to the library and, the whole COVID, you had to sign in, whatever. And I'm like, I have an assignment I have to, to do upstairs. I have to go. And they're like, oh, go. And I was like, okay, bye. Ran upstairs, sat down, had my laptop and my phone open. And as soon as it went online, I was like, fuck, go get it. Oh, sorry, I can't swear. And I got the tickets and I was so excited, but then I didn't realize where I was sitting. And I'm in the stalls at like the very back. And I was like, that's not going to be good enough. So I went back on and I got 2 more tickets. And I was like, these are okay. I'll deal with these. So then I was like, I have 4 tickets to opening night. I was like, oh God, what do I do? So I gave 2 of them to my parents and my sister's coming with me on the opening night. So as a whole fam, we're going to go see Hamilton on March 17th, which is exciting.
That's so exciting. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I know, of the times that you've seen it, how many times? And I'm like, I get to see it once. Yay.
I know we did get those tickets, but we don't know if we'll be able to see it.
I know it's a bit of a sticky situation, not knowing if you can come or not. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. Maybe a magical vaccine will pop up. Everyone will be immunized by March. Who knows?
Wouldn't that be the dream?
Wouldn't that be the dream?
Wouldn't that be grand? Yes. Sit down, John. You beep.
Did you say it? Just mimed it.
Yes. Oh gosh, that would be so good. Seeing the Broadway and other casts come together for the Hamilton performance for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was this bolt of joy that I needed in my life. And seeing Fergie and seeing all the ladies work.
Yeah.
Joshua Henry, what?
Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh, he's so good.
And the quick change, big fan.
All on the streets. It's great.
All on the streets. Okay, so why don't we take this opportunity? We've been chatting for about 30 minutes. Maybe we could hear a little song from you. What do you think?
Yes. Okay. We will endeavour to sing a song at 10:36 a.m. Sydney Eastern Australian time. I haven't properly warmed up, but this is the song that I always audition with. So if any of my friends are watching this, you can tune out because you've heard this a billion times. But I'm going to be singing just the end sort of part of When You're Good to Mama from the hit musical Chicago. And I do apologize if I'm really loud. I'm going to sort of take my mic and put it over here and then kind of sing loud. So do apologize if it's going to blow your eardrums. Maybe turn the music down. But do enjoy or don't. You know, that's completely up to you. I could sound really crap. I could sound okay. We'll see. So bear with me while I get to the point of the song that I'm going to be singing, because I'm going to be sort of doing it over the top of a YouTube clip. So bear with me. All right. Here we go. When they brought my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. Sorry if I had the music, sorry. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. So what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
Sorry if that was loud, guys.
That was so good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I know. It's like there's a tiny little mama that's inside. She can sort of belt, but she's a tiny little mama in this white body.
Right. I am so impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, it usually sounds better in not small rooms in the middle of a suburban area. It's much better on a stage or when you've got a good acoustics. But that's a little snippet. You know, I can sing stuff later if you want, but you can do. I could rap for you later. Actually, oh, maybe I won't. But I could rap for you later.
I mean,
I'll do a clipping song.
do it. Okay. I'll give you a few minutes if you want, like get yourself in that good mindset, but
I can do okay, so clipping, because I was trying to learn Nothing Is Safe. And I can do the chorus of Nothing Is Safe, which is kind of exciting, but also it took for ages. And if you saw my Spotify hit songs for the year, I think it was number 3 because it was on repeat for me, just learning that one chorus, which is kind of funny. I will try to go. It's like literally number 1 on my YouTube playlist. So I will go to the part of the song. And sorry for everyone if you're like, I don't want to hear you rap, but this is my podcast, so I want to do what I want.
I'm getting in the spirit with my FLS hat.
Yes. Preach. Okay, let me get this up. Sorry, Slimbo, for... All right. Bear with me. I'm just going to do the chorus because everything else is easy to do. You can rap with, or whatever the case is. Technical difficulties. All right. You look and see a gun, a man with no face, a golden halo that could be the song. Long ago, you saw what was coming. It was creeping on to come up. Now it's right up in your face. Face it, let it resonate up in your bone a minute when you shiver. It's big enough for it to have a space. Ripped life slipping that way. Maybe you can make it out with just a little bit of grace, but it truly doesn't give a fuck about the fear feeling. It is here to make you understand that nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is safe. Nothing to pray for. Nothing is safe. Nothing is. And end scene. That's my rapping.
And scene.
Yes. Done. It took me like ages to learn.
Yes. I am so impressed by you. You continue to blow us all away. Do, 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 do. Bow, 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 bow.
I'm not 19, but my mind is older.
Very true. When I don't know if you saw, I just published my 2019 reporter reel, and
I did.
And I used to rap my shot before my live reports. So it was my way of calming down or getting hyped up. It's funny that getting hyped up by doing a song so that you can actually do a very intense report makes sense in my brain. And that's how I felt when I finally learned the whole song. I was like, yes, I don't know if I could do it again right now, but I used to do it for karaoke, and it was really fun.
You get that? I mean, that should be a end of year challenge for you, is to relearn and then record the whole of my shot.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, I tried doing it for nonstop, and it's very hard when you've got 6 characters singing at the same time at the end, and you're like, just who do I choose to sing? It's a bit intense, but you can try and endeavor to do it. I think it's actually quite good being able to sing something or hype yourself up before a major event.
Yeah.
I know that I will interweave this into Freestyle Loves Academy because Freestyle Love Supreme Academy, because I find that every time I do a recess on a Monday morning for me, Sunday night for you guys, it is the biggest wake up call, slap in the face, energizer boost, adrenaline injection, whatever you want to call it, for the rest of the day, because you're not put on the spot, but you're put in a position where maybe you're not feeling completely comfortable, and being able to step out of that comfortable zone for just a few moments within that hour really gets you excited for the rest of the day and makes you, I don't know, you feel like you could do anything. Obviously not, but you feel like you can do stuff that you couldn't do before, based upon what an hour of recess, which is such a triumph on the FLSA part. So shout out to all you guys for basically getting me out of my comfort zone and making me feel amazing on Monday mornings when I should be a bit like Garfield and back in bed, not wanting to get out of bed. I'm actually no, I'm keen to get out of bed. I'm keen to rap, not rhyme, but rap my way into the day. So if any of you are contemplating on joining FLSA or doing their ciphers or watching the Freestyle Love Supreme video tomorrow. Should we shout out them? Definitely get involved. It's something that's amazing, and the group of people, the support is incredible. And I love the fact that it's a global thing now, that, you know, someone from down under can be rapping with people from Washington or New York or, you know, the UK, which is insane that I've met so many people from there as well now. So if you're thinking about it, do it. I'll sway you off the fence.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's so true, though. I mean, FLSA, from like taking the course last year, which like we just had our anniversary from doing the academy, which is just like bonkers, and all their faces, and like tomorrow's event. It's just it's another one of these families that you don't realize until you're a part of it, that like it doesn't matter if you can rhyme on time, on a dime, in your mind, or it like you just build up these skills like that. I couldn't have done that last year, but there's something about being in this academy that your brain just like, it almost like puts these pieces together, and it also allows you to accept failure so much better. So like when I'm doing my promotional videos or doing these interviews like this, if I misstep or if I say something or I can't think of the right word, I just kind of like keep going, and then you can either like repeat the word again or you reference it. So like, you know, it would be weird if I weren't referencing Slimbo barking or like stealing a mat and bringing it outside. But you don't think about that necessarily until you're like in this group and you see like Jelly Donut or Shockwave or Anissa.
I know. I think the first cipher that I had, I was like, I just came into the Zoom room and I was like, is this actually happening? Like, my face is there and there's people that I know that are all around. I was like, this is actually happening. This is live, and that's exciting. And I don't know, just the fact that their support group is there, and everyone's a newbie when they come to it, and you develop your skills over time. So being able to accept failure, and, you know, I'm not the best at rhyming. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to do, you know, the re-sessions every week and whatnot. But the fact that I can go in and be like, look, I can be crap today, and that's okay because I'm still learning. And, you know, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but practice helps develop a skill. And so that's what I'm endeavoring to do. Plus also on the side being like, I need to, you know, warm up my mouth and learn to rap better. So that's why I'm learning like clipping and other, you know, rapping things. I watched like Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix, and that got me into like a whole bunch of like 90s and 80s hip hop, which I'm trying to learn as well. So it's definitely it's a fun skill to learn. And it's definitely one that helps you grow, that I feel anyway. That's just me.
That's just me too. But it really does help you in so many aspects beyond just freestyling or rapping or beatboxing or singing. But like, it helps your mind if you're like talking or if you're in a hard situation. You can also learn to just breathe. If you just take a second,
break out in song. Yes,
break out in song. That's what I like to do. I like to break out into song or rhyme on time all the time. You also find these words that you can use over and over again for you, that they make sense in your brain. It's like bwaySHO's here again. That's kind of that Aussie accent, but I'm going to keep it to you, my future friend. What?
Again.
I
mean, that was a true form of Australian slang / accent. Again.
Bloody twang. Hi, Simbo. So he's a monster dog.
So I should ask, I know that I'm technically the one that's being interviewed, but I should ask, of the shows, this is probably a very put on the spot question, of the shows that you watched last year, is there a standout performance, not necessarily the show itself, but performance that you saw of a cast or an individual performer that you were like, you know what, I really appreciated that night and the amazing work that they did that specific night, and I want to give a shout out to them. Because the fact you saw 100 shows last year is insane. But I love the idea of you seeing so many that potentially over time, you're like, actually, this night was a bit better, or this night was a bit better, or every night was amazing and there's no clear choice of number one. Put you on the spot now.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah.
It's such a good question. And the truth is that there were so many good performances that it's hard to choose. But if I had to choose, it's a tie.
Ooh.
Oh. I've spoken about this a few times on the series, but Miguel Cervantes truly does blow us all away. Like, I saw him twice in Chicago and was excited to see him on Broadway, and that will happen. It's gonna happen. But his, he's able to play young A. Ham, young, scrappy, and hungry, and then his performance as like older, emotional A. Ham, like just tears at your heartstrings that like if you don't have tissues, what are you even doing? Because you will be sobbing. Like, it's the type of thing that you'll even start sobbing before it happens in anticipation of your sobbing, because he's just so good and raw, and like that whole cast. I could talk about my love of Hamilton and all the cast so much. Like, seeing Lynn in Puerto Rico, and that was just
amazing.
Beyond. Yeah. The circumstances, and then Donald Webber was just phenomenal, and the two of them back and forth were just like, ooh, this is what I love to see. And then seeing it in London on my birthday was just like, we were third row center, which just gives you this like new perspective, because I never sat anywhere close to that close. And like, especially at the end of my shot, when they rush towards you and you just like feel it in your soul. It's so good. And then Anne Juliet is in London, was just like Miriam Teak Lee, just phenomenal. She was also in Hamilton. And then George Salazar in Be More Chill, like his Michael in the bathroom, and Michael makes an entrance. If you saw it, and if you didn't, I hope you get to one day. Just phenomenal. The answer is like all of them, like everyone in Hadestown, everyone in everything. I love it all. It's unfair to start saying it as I've done it, because I could talk for hours and hours upon hours about how much I love all of them.
My cheeks are hurting so much from smiling too much just then. Like, everything you were saying is just like, is a wave of emotion. I can't stop smiling now. This is just so, it's so good to hear that you've seen so many and that they were all amazing. It's just, hopefully Broadway comes back sooner rather than later. They will be back, but for now it's just patience. We will wait for it.
We will wait for it, and you will be back. You'll be back.
This is just a cross-reference of just songs and lyrics.
That's all this is. It really is. But it is like, it's one of the beautiful things. Well, because of who we are talking about Hamilton for a second, like being able to see Hamilfilm on Disney Plus with OG cast, and of course, so Javi was my first Ham, who's also original cast, but seeing him in a different group, like, it's just, you learn to realize that if you're on Broadway, or if you're in a company, like if you're touring, if you're regional, like, these people are so professional and fabulous that you're going to get a phenomenal performance no matter what. And seeing the different choices, like, speaking about clipping and David Diggs, like some of the choices that he made when you can see the close-ups, I was like, ooh, or like Renee, don't even get me started on Renee.
God.
But then you also see Mandy Gonzalez and you're like, ooh, that's so different and I love it. And James Monroe Iglehart, who's epic at everything he does, and it's like not fair. Did you know he won a Tony Award?
It just happens to win a Tony Award, just
a thing.
Just a thing, It's just nothing new to certain people.
No.
Hint, Lynn.
Lynn. But I should also say that there are, like, any performance on Broadway or touring company of any show is like a very exciting experience for me. Like truly, even though I've seen 100 shows, I will happily see like 5,000 more because there's something of the rush of excitement of being in the room where it happens with these other humans that it's only going to experience like there that day, that even if it was recorded, that there's nothing like that energy that you get of, you know, experiencing that. And there are some special days that like someone's birthday or the first preview or opening night or, you know, like, so first preview of Jagged Little Pill. Oh my gosh. Like, you ought to know, you ought to know was,
Oh my gosh.
or Jessica Vosk's final performance in Wicked when she sings Defying Gravity and she standing ovation because your mind is just blown and the entire theater is there for that. There's nothing like that in the world. It is like your favorite team scoring the winning gold in the World Cup or the Olympics over and over again.
I think that's one of the best feelings to have, especially in a room. You're not performing, but you're watching a performance and you're physically connecting with the emotions of the people on stage, and there's just this buzz, and it's something that it's sort of like a drug that you just want to keep having constantly, and you want to keep going back for more because it feels so good to be in that room, to hear the powerful wave of sound, to hear those notes being hit, I don't know, there's something about it. If any of you guys are watching that, if you've seen a musical, you probably know this feeling, but being in that room is it's electrifying, to give it a good word. It's electrifying.
Electrifying.
The electricity.
The electricity is beyond us. And seeing the best of Broadway last night on NBC.
I missed it.
I did a little tweet thread because if you've been seeing, I've been doing Shonica. So I got some like key clips of it that you can watch on my bwaySHO Twitter. But
I will watch that.
But it was just like so nice to once again see these performers. And there is this like difference. It's amazing when people are performing like live from their living room, but seeing everyone like outside the theater and being in the theater district, and there's that live element, even if, you know, they're doing 5 takes of it, I don't know, there's still something so exciting about the live element and everyone being together. And I was just so happy for them because like you said, like, I wish I could perform like that. I don't have that type of voice. I wish I did. So I'm a theater reporter instead. And you do get to like live vicariously through them by being there and like supporting them and smiling and cheering them on.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think also for them being at the doing the live performance the other night must have been just amazing for them to be performing the same songs that they were performing 10, 12 months ago that they can't do now, and to be with their cast members and the crew just must have been exhilarating, and a reminder that, you know, the morale isn't low, it's just on pause for now. And yeah, I feel for them, and I also am happy that they were able to perform those songs. Wish I could have seen it. I will watch those clips on Twitter, but I congratulate all of them for such an amazing performance, and show that they put on for the rest of the world. So kudos all around.
So I feel like I've been thinking for a few minutes that you sang and you did a freestyle, and now I feel like I should give you my shot. It's kind of ruminating. Should I give you like a little taste?
Yes. Is that even a question?
Not even a question. If I forget,
I'm gonna mouth along. I will mouth along.
Please do. I'm just gonna put this thing out there that as many times as I've seen Hamilton and listened to it, I am not a professional. And if I forget the words, don't at me and be like, I can't believe SHO has seen Hamilton so many times and can't remember the words.
If anyone does that, hold your tongue.
Hold your tongue.
Hold your tongue.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, I'm keen.
Gotta get in the mindset, you know?
I've just got to be Alexander Hamilton. That's over. Just got to be in his mindset.
Yeah.
Circa 1780.
Right. I really need to take this acting to the next level. be the actor. Let me take a sip from the Hamel mug. All right.
Get those juices flowing.
Let's go. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no posh. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal trying to reach my goal. My power speech unimpeachable, only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I have learned to manage. I cannot. Oh,
Gun to brandish.
wait,
I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished.
Famished. The plan is to fan a spark into a flame, but damn, it's getting hot. So let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially,
they tax us relentlessly. Hey,
King George turns around
and runs a spending spree. He ain't never going to set his descendants free, but there will be a revolution in this century.
And to show. He says in parentheses.
Don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you see my ascendancy.
And I'm not throwing away my shot.
There's a very high possibility that I'm going to be blasting this song after this interview in my household, and the neighbors are going to be like, not this chick again, not her learning the lyrics again. I'll be like, don't care about all of you.
Don't care. Oh, that was so good. I feel it is cold outside, but my cheeks are warm.
She's blushing.
It's so funny. I always what was the line that I forgot? It happens every time.
I think it's I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished.
I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The planet, yeah. I remember when I learned the plan is to fan a spark into a flame, but damn, it's getting hot. So let me spell out the name. I like when I got that sequence, the timing, I was really proud. I might also, there are some songs that you've like made up alt lyrics for. And so if there are a few alt lyrics in there, you're welcome.
I had an issue after, wasn't an issue. I had a thing after I did the recording for shout out piano if you're watching when we did the recording for the My Shot vote video, and we did the lyrics for that, afterwards I was singing My Shot, but I was unfortunately forgetting the original lyrics. I was like I'd be singing parts of the vote video, and I was like, hang on, it's not the right lyrics. What are the right lyrics? I've forgotten because I'd gotten so used to the lyrics by Bert Piano. So it's quite funny. It's you make up these lyrics, you intertwine certain things. It's good.
Good shout out. Yeah, Puerto Rico fam.
What? I should also like point out, if we're doing a Twitter Echo thing, probably can't see, but over there on that CD rack, Amy's portraits. If anyone hasn't heard of Amy, go look at Amy's Twitter and Etsy page, because that's her designs currently up on display, which I will have framed. Sorry, I will get frames for it. But there's definitely a lot of things out there from Twitter Echo that we should be shouting out. People's art, people's baking, people's work, people's love, people's podcasts. Are you getting out yours?
Yeah, I'm getting out Amy's. Is this it? Stand by.
Yes. Royal Mail.
Is this it? Hey.
Pew, 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 pew. Oh, look at it.
I'm gonna show you. This is a little show and tell.
And tell. Oof.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Yes.
I present to you Lynn.
It's gorgeous.
David.
Yes. I love that portrait so much. The detail in that is insane. It's just so good.
Leslie.
I've been playing his Christmas album on repeat. It's ridiculous.
Yes. Lynn and Vanessa.
Yes. Yes. The queen herself.
Love, 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 love. Love is love is love.
Love is love is love.
So, yes, I love to cross promote. It is fun.
It is. It is. I do it all the time with my friends. I'm like, hey guys, I know you don't know what Hamilton is, and I know you don't know who Lin-Manuel is, but look at these portraits. And they're like,
look at them. The talent is astounding.
That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I've found with a lot of people that I've met on Twitter, the talent that they have, you know, whether it's music, art, you know, vocalizing their opinions, their political views. It astounds me.
Kelly and her knowledge of like everything.
I live up to know how she knows everything. I live up to that.
It's phenomenal.
Strive to anyway. It's I love Twitterica too much. It's become like a thing now, is that I'll be on till like 2 a.m. and I'm like, everyone's awake now. I have to stay awake. And I'll do what Lynn's face is doing. I'll be like looking at my camera, like my phone, sorry, just scrolling through, be like, I have to stay awake. Everyone's awake. It's gotten to the point now that it's just like, no, I need to go to bed. I'll wake up and they'll all still be active. It's okay.
Stay awake.
No.
It is okay. So I know we've chatted for an hour, so we'll wrap it up in a minute here. But I do love that it is a good source for like all things Ham and Lynn and FLS and like all those things, and that anytime a friend outside of T Rico, Twitterico, or Showtreons, or you know anyone in those squads that like knows these things, where they're like, did you hear about Hamilton being on the Thanksgiving Day parade? I'm like, I did. Thank you.
I had a friend recently, I love it a bit. I had a friend recently been like, she was like, oh, Daveed Diggs is in the new Little Mermaid. I was like, yes, you didn't know? And then I had to like calm myself down and be like, yes, that's exciting. I know. And Lynn's doing the music, and like, it's so cool that you know now. I've known for like months. But it's very, and my sister would be like, have you seen this? And I'm like, have I seen this? Have I seen this? Of course I've seen this. Have you read this? Yeah, it's a lot of the time that I'll be up to date with everything, and they'll be like, do you know this? And I'm like, yes, I do know this.
Yeah.
But I think I'm bothering too many of my friends these days who've been like, I'll be watching something and I'm like, oh my God, have you seen his Dark Materials? I'm like, what's that? I was like, okay, never mind. I have to just hold it in and be like, oh, don't worry about it then. I'll go and rant to someone else.
I know. It's very funny because if you don't know, now you know.
Pretty much. You know, what I didn't know, 5 months ago, I'm now like, I know everything.
And, you know, if you, I didn't know about Hamilton right at the beginning off Broadway or the early days on Broadway either. So like everyone has their own journey. And if you've just found out about it now, then that's perfect. Welcome aboard, my friend.
We're all here to support and love and welcome. And with open minds, open heart, open eyes. I figured all those ones. I got to learn the FLSA. Open eyes, open ears, open heart. I think that's what it is.
I love that. I had one other question. Well,
it's gone.
It was
process was just
it was there, and now it's not.
No.
So that's the thing.
And that's what happens after talking to an hour with me. You just forget what's happening in your brain.
I don't know if you could hear, but Flynn is trying to get into the other room. And I know that if I let him into the other room right now, he will steal the blanket off of the bed and run it outside. And I don't want that to happen right
now. That's so cute. That's so cute. Gotta love Slimbo.
Slimbo, come over here, bud. He's not having it. So why don't you take this opportunity and tell us any nonprofits or charities that you would like to shout out? Shout it to the rooftops.
Shout out to the rooftops. Well, it's kind of hard because there's like a lot of ones that are in the US that I really wanted to shout out. That there's not necessarily from here, but the ones that I want to shout out overseas. I really love, obviously wanted to shout out to like the Latino Victory, which I know that Lewis is the chairman for. So I'm massive shout out to them because I really enjoy watching their works. Shout out to Broadway Cares. And all that they're doing for the love the jumper. All they're doing for everyone in the Broadway community, and I think non-profit wise, but shout out to the organizations that are keeping us happy, like T Rico. Obviously, they're not necessarily a non-profit, but well, they are technically. But obviously, they are keeping us all happy and sane, and keep buying all their stuff. So massive shout out to them. And probably I must say thank you to the Michael Castle group who's bringing Hamilton to Australia. They're obviously just the organization that brings musical around the world, but also to Australia. And I'm really, really thankful that they're bringing them here in March. I know it's a huge thing with the COVID, but massive shout out to them because without them, it would not be possible. And the amazing cast is incredible and beautiful. And I'm very excited. All too excited. Slimmo! Looks so comfortable. You're muted, my dear.
Oh, I am muted. I muted myself because he took this blanket and was rummaging through it and trying to get under it and then just threw it off the couch and was leaving destruction in his wake. So I thought you should see it, but not hear it as you're talking about these wonderful organizations.
Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, I wish I had more to say, but they're mainly ones from overseas, and I feel like it's a bad thing for an Australian to be like, I'm not shouting at any Australian ones, but the ones that I care about that I've been following are all from overseas. But
yeah,
shout out to them all anyway.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing them. I also want to give a quick shout out to Alex Brightman and the Arthritis Foundation doing some amazing work fundraising and doing really cool stuff. Like him and Rob McClure have been doing these things like if you donate X amount, then we'll send you a video. And Alex just did. This was right before we went live, but he had tweeted like, if you donate $50, I will say basically whatever you want as long as it's appropriate in the Beetlejuice voice. And I was yes, please. And I sent that a message to the Showtreons, like, I should do this, right? And they were all like, yes. So I sent it over. I sent him like a little thing of like, hey, if you could say, I basically just wanted him to say, it's showtime.
Oh my gosh. Make that your message tone.
What he came up with, he is so good and is going to be part of the new intro to bwaySHO, the podcast.
Yes.
It makes me so happy. So if that's something that you want in your life, I highly recommend doing that today.
Who wouldn't want anything in the voice of Beetlejuice? That's right? Not even a question. It's do it.
Do it. Donate. Do it. Have fun.
It's for a good cause.
Exactly. That's the thing these days is it's like, well, it's for a good cause or it's supporting artists. Or I will just say John got me a beautiful cameo from Miriam Teakley from & Juliet, and it was the sweetest, and he played it for me on the TV, and I was just smiling ear to ear, and I was so happy. So cameos and donations, like all that stuff is so great because you're supporting the artists, you're supporting, whether it's Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, or the Actors Fund, or specifically going through things like Cameo or Broadway Plus or any of these donation sites. These are the people that we talk about their amazing performances. Now is the time to seize the day, and really support them.
Literally, and like it's especially because they're going through one of the hardest things in probably their lives, and that Broadway's not happening, and so their lives have had to significantly change. So if we can do anything to help them, be it by a means of donations or be it by a means of just getting involved in certain things, do it, because they put on the productions for us to see, the enjoyment that we want to go and experience. Why not give back to them? That's something that I definitely would promote is, support actors, support the arts. Support the arts is a massive thing.
Support the arts. Yes, yes, yes. So why don't you take a moment and also self-promote? Where can everyone find you? Is there anything that you want people to like look out for?
You can find me on Twitter. I am on Twitter. There is a great gif of Lynn saying that. I am on Twitter these days. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, although I don't use them as much these days because I'm very much a Twitter gal. Emily Therese, or actually me, Emily, I think that's my name on Twitter. I am a massive supporter of your works if you want to follow. And I am a huge Hamilton / FLS / rapping / So follow if you want, DM if you want. I'm all ears. Anyone that already knows me on Twitter, DM me, Zoom me. It's getting down towards Christmas, so if you need some love, holla. And yeah, mainly just social networking at the moment. I'm hoping to move to New York next year. So if any of you live in New York / live in the area that's on the East Coast, I'll holler to you towards the date that I'm leaving, so I can be like, where should I move to? Where's the best place to hang out? So I'm very keen for that, but that is probably at least a year away. And that's me in a nutshell, guys. Plain, simple old me.
We're going to hang out so much. It's going to be fabulous.
So excited.
Yay! So excited as well. So I feel like I should give you the quick rundown of what we've got going on here over at bwaySHO. So first, the show must go online continues throughout quarantine. You can watch past episodes with Mandy Gonzalez, Alex Brightman, Joe Iconis, and Lauren Marcus, Fergie L. Philippe. The list goes on and on. Nick Walker, Eliza Oman, and Anissa Folds, and Jelly Donut. Jelly Donut, fun fact, also Sufganiyot, a Jewish term. When he signed my playbill last year at FLS, he signed it Sufganiyot during Hanukkah, and I really appreciate that.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Go you, Jelly D.
So great. Also, who I saw there was Ian Weinberger, who is the latest episode of bwaySHO, the podcast. Cast. So excited. It is a 2-parter. You'll be back in 2 weeks for the second one. Very exciting all around. The Showtreons, that is patreon.com/bwaySHO. Awesome group. We do weekly trivia and monthly video chats. And right now we've got the 8 Nights of Shonika, aka Shoshanika. Choose your own adventure. So last night we watched The Best of Broadway. Tonight is The Prom, because tonight belongs to us. And the list goes on and on. Tomorrow, I believe, is Hamilton. And then check it out on Twitter. I tweeted the whole days. So it's going to be 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Tweet along. If that time doesn't work for you, you can also just tweet along whenever. And I will be checking the Shonika hashtag and respond and interact. It'll be a fun time. Come check it out.
It's so good. I'm so excited for you guys. I love the fact that you're watching The Prom tonight. That's been blaring at my work. I'm in the office and it's screening in the cinema. It's just in front of me, and it blares through the walls. You can hear the musicals just coming through, and I'm like, I should really see that. I should really go and see that.
Do it. Do you want to watch
Sliver's done. He's done. He's like,
he wants to build a prom. Build a prom for everyone. Bum, bum. There, those are one of the, when I saw it, he's like
unimpressed.
Sometimes we dance along. It's very cute. This is great. But yeah, I filmed them at Broadway in Bryant Park, and it's just like you can't stop but wanting to dance when you're hearing it and seeing them and the choreography. It's just so joyous.
Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to go and see it. I probably will see it at the cinemas, if not Netflix.
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Anything else that you came into today wanting to make sure to share with the world?
Oh God. Put me on the spot. Just live, laugh, love, learn. Lots of hearts all around. Support each other. This is a hard time. 2020 has been a beast of a year. Not to say that it won't necessarily carry out into the next year, but we're all here for everyone. And please just give the person next to you a big hug if there's someone next to you, you know, because we all need the love. We all need the support.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Hearts.
Hearts. Hearts,
Big
hearts,
love.
hearts.
Big love to all of you. Thank you, everyone, for watching and commenting along today. It was so fun to like chat. And Emily, thank you for coming on from the future.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute joy and pleasure to hang out with you. I know that we do it on a regular basis, but it is so fun to be on bwaySHO. We'll promote, and I will sign out with the awesomeness of
bwaySHO, preem.
preem.
Y'all are awesome. Have a happy holidays. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you at the show. Bye.